Hi everyone, Bernard here on behalf of MovieGameNostalgia.com. Hope you're all very well. We're just going to look at a little mini-series that's, I think, aired at the end of April and has been showing on Amazon Prime. I think it first shown at about the 22nd of April 2020. 8 episodes, and it's a little thing called Little Fires Everywhere. Unusual title, but you'll see if you watch the episodes, you'll realise why it's called that. Anyway, please, if you're new to the channel, please push your subscription button. Please push the bell notification so you know when these little vlogs and specials on movies and TV dramas are coming out. And it's gone off now, so don't know where that's got off. Can't be bothered altering it. It usually stays on, but there you go. Yeah, please push that notification. Make sure your notifications are set to public so you get to hear about these little vlogs and specials, movie reviews, TV drama reviews, etc. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, Little Fires Everywhere. It's based on a 2017 novel of the same title by, I don't know how you pronounce. I should have gone on the internet and found out how to pronounce this name. It's Celeste Ng. Nig. I don't know how you pronounce. I meant to go on the internet before I did this vlog and find out how to pronounce it, but I haven't. So please forgive me. Created by Liz Tigerlar. It stars, of course, the wonderful Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington, who both are executive producers for this series as well. We've got Joshua Jackson in there, Rosemary Dewitt, Jade Pelly-John. Yeah, and it's about a little fictional area. Well, is it fictional? It might be real. I don't know. I'm not sure. I might be doing an injustice here. Shaker Heights in the late 90s. And there are flashbacks to different times, New York, etc. And I think it's a flashback to Paris as well, stuff like that. But mainly it's Shaker Heights in the late 90s. And it's about two mothers, really. It's two mothers with the families. One's got quite a big family, one's got a very small family, and they're from very different socio-economic backgrounds. And obviously, as you can expect, it's a gritty sort of family drama that we see all the time, don't you? But it's nice to get something a little bit different. And is this different enough? Well, let's see what everyone else thinks. Is it any good? Well, Rotten Tomatoes, they give it a 76% overall positivity rate. So that's quite good from 58 reviews. And it's got an overall rating of 6.96 out of 10, which again is pretty healthy. A little comment on Rotten Tomatoes. At times it plays it safe, but sparks fly when it lets the leads ask difficult questions. So yeah, I mean, obviously it does concentrate on the two ladies, the two mothers played by Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington. Metascore rating, the critics, Metascore, again, quite healthy. I mean, if the critics usually give it good scores, we usually say it's a safe bet, isn't it? They're giving it 7.1 out of 10 based on 27 reviews. And the Internet Movie Database isn't much different to Rotten Tomatoes and a Metascore. Internet Movie Database, you and me, Joe Public, have given it an overall rating of 7.7 out of 10, which is, again, very healthy. And each individual episode scores anywhere between 7.9 and 8.7 out of 10. So even though the scores are high, the people that have left comments and reviews and remarks seem to be a little bit down on it. It's funny that you do tend to find that people who are being negative are quite willing to put it in print, but people who are being positive don't usually bother. So you do tend to get quite a heavy weighted average towards people being negative when you read the reviews. But you've got comments such as poor, terrible, want to love it but can't, just okay, borderline unwatchable. Some of the more positive comments: stellar performances, love the show but almost good, not horrible, plenty of potential. So they're the kind of words. But if you're gonna get the 7 to 8 mark out of 10, then it's got a lot going for it, hasn't it? My little thoughts on it. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, most of the criticism comes Kerry Washington's way. Interestingly enough, after watching, say, about the first 4 or 5 episodes, I would totally agree with that, with the criticism on Kerry Washington. I thought she just doesn't really, she just sort of got one emotion. I mean, she's playing, obviously, the role she's playing. I think at the start you just didn't quite appreciate. You knew there was a bit of darkness behind there in her past, obviously. You knew that, but you wanted to stick up for her. But a character was very, a little bit unlikable. You didn't really fall for that, really, and she sort of lacked a little bit of depth in how she played it. And obviously, a lot of the criticism of this series comes from, it is a book after all. So again, you're gonna get the amount of times I see people criticising the play because it doesn't stick by what the book does, and fair enough. And even Kerry Washington, apparently a character in the book, is far different to how it's portrayed by Kerry Washington in this series. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to worry too much about the book adaptations because they very rarely do live up to the book adaptations, these miniseries. But yeah, as I said, I did agree with the certainly up to 4 or 5. It is a strange thing because she actually, as I learned more about her, and there's I think episode 5 or 6 is quite a lengthy flashback into how both mothers, when they were young, had the babies, etc. There's at least an episode and a half, and perhaps 2 episodes where it's totally told through flashback. And it's funny, I quite liked Kerry Washington's character a little bit more afterwards. I thought she played it quite well the last couple of episodes. So it is an odd one, but I can understand the criticism, and I myself would criticise her acting certainly for the first 3 or 4 episodes. She didn't appeal to me at all. I had no real, it's nice to, you can dislike characters, that's what you're supposed to do, but she's a character I wanted to like, but I couldn't. And then by the end of it, I did quite like her. So yeah, I mean, perhaps some of that early criticism, it was because he watched the first 2 or 3 episodes. So as I said, she sort of grew on me. And yeah, I think Kerry Washington does okay in the end. But it is, despite that early doors of Kerry Washington's lack of real character. I mean, Reese Witherspoon really does carry the thing all the way through. She is the main person, and she does really, really well. I've always liked Reese Witherspoon, but I've never really rated her as a character actor as such. But some of the, certainly as the series progresses, you do see some nice bits of Reese Witherspoon. This nicey, obviously this little, facade obviously crumbles a little bit at times, and she does a really good job holding it all together. Some people said it was a little bit slow. Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the episodes are anywhere between 53 minutes and 66 minutes, so they can be quite long, which I know for a US audience who are used to perhaps 42 minutes, and even there's a lot of 28, 30-minute things coming out now, seem perhaps a little bit too long. Here in the UK, it doesn't bother us. I'm quite used to that. We're quite used to hour-long episodes on the BBC, etc., without breaks and things like that. So perhaps we're more attuned to it. But I think once the flashbacks kick in, it doesn't sort of, that any chance of it getting a little bit boring to me actually didn't, because obviously the flashback sequences, etc., sort of added to it. So I think the 8 episodes is probably about right. They perhaps could have done it in 7 or 8 shorter episodes, perhaps 8 45-minute episodes or something like that. But I don't think there's any real problem there from my side of thing. There are better, edgier family sort of dramas, dysfunctional family dramas out there. Well, I found the young cast very good. I found all the young actors very good in this. I did enjoy all the character actors from the younger actors. I think that was outstanding to accompany Reese Witherspoon. I mean, Joshua Jackson's in it, but again, not really a major part, but he does okay. And obviously, it's one of these series that it starts at the end. So the end of the series was what happens at the start of the series. So it's one of these where you go back and have a look what happened earlier, how it came to that conclusion, which is really good. Because a lot of people are criticising the ending, but I thought the ending was excellent. I didn't have any trouble with the ending at all. It's obviously left it open for more episodes and more series in the future. He certainly did that, and I'm not sure how, with the book as just one book, I'm not overly sure about the novel, but there's no reason why it can't be adapted and progressed, because I did quite enjoy it. So I certainly enjoyed all the young actors. I thought they did a really good job in this. So I'm not going to go mad on the score, because as I said, Kerry Washington did early days let me down a little bit. She did improve, and I did grow to not love her, if not love her, at least like her. And I say Reese Witherspoon, even though we saw the darker side as the series moved on, I do like and love Reese Witherspoon. So I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10, which is better than the watchable rating, and it falls in line. All right, it's a little bit down on what Internet Movie Database and Rotten Tomatoes are giving it, but you know me, I'm not a bit mean with the scores, and I'm going to give it a 6, but I nearly give it a 7 then. You nearly convinced me to switch it to a 7 as I was talking, but no, I'll stick with my original thing. It's 6.5 out of 10 for Little Fires Everywhere. Let me know what you think, and I certainly won't put you off watching it. I did enjoy it. If you like a good family drama with a bit of a gritty side and a lot of youngsters getting into trouble, then this is ideal for you. And please, it's still showing on Amazon at the moment. I'm sure you can find it on different streaming sites as well. So that's Little Spies Everywhere. 8 episodes. I think it's about, in total, about 7.5 to 7.75 hours in total. So anyway, let me know what you think if you get to watch this. Please, for all the latest TV and drama news, and if you're into football as well, I think obviously I do vlogs for my football team, Manchester City. If it's no interest, it doesn't matter. You ignore them and just go on for the movie and TV drama vlogs, don't you? So please check the playlists, and all links are below to various things, various other blogs I've done on TV and drama. Follow me on Twitter at nostalgia_movie or at Charles Deneen. I've got 2 accounts, Deneen spelt Dinnn, and on Facebook at Burn Deneen with links to this thing here, my little website where I sell old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 1990s and 2000s, and older board games. There's a few over there in the corner. So if you can go on to moviegamenostalgia.com and check it out, thumbs up to you, much appreciated. Anyway, I'm going to find out how you pronounce Celeste Ng. I'm going to find that out, and next time I'll know, because I'm sure we'll hear from the lady again in one guy's or the other. And if you've not read the book, people do say if you watch the TV series and not read the book and quite like the TV series, please read the book. So again, it's something I might consider myself, because I believe it's well worth doing that. If you've read the book and obviously you watch the series, you might be a little bit disappointed. But as I said, I don't put too much into that myself. I read books and watch the films are the same thing, and I just treat them totally differently. Can be easy to do. It's not overly complicated to turn one off to the other. Anyway, thanks for watching. What are you going to do the rest of the day? Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. Especially, let's all look after each other. And hopefully you'll join me again for another little vlog or review very, very soon. This is Bernard saying goodbye for now. Thanks for watching.